Hello all, myself Manisha Desai. I am the lecturer in the physics department from Aryant Arts, Commerce and Science, Bowdhan, Pune. Today I am going to discuss on the topic light emitting diode from the lesson semiconductor devices of the 12th Science Physics Part 2. We have seen many other special purpose diodes such as Zener diode and photodiode. Then next we are going to see the LED, which is the short form for light emitting diode as a special purpose diode. This diode emits the light, hence it is called as light emitting diode. Actually, you have seen this diode many times, which is called as the LED. It is red color, hence when it emits the light, it emits red color. But you have seen many different types of LEDs also, that is white color LED, yellow color LED, green color LED, likewise. Where you have seen these LEDs? Basic example is when you are walking outside at the night, you can see the names of the hotels which are blinking letters. These letters are made by these LEDs, and because of that, when they are used in the circuit, they blink and they emit the light, hence they give the light and we can recognize the letter. Second example is in festivals such as Diwali festival or in Ganpati Utsav, we made decoration with lighting. There also you can use the LEDs. This LED is nothing but basically it is PN junction diode with anode as a positive end and cathode as a negative end. This LED is giving the light, hence arrows are shown outward. This is nothing but the symbol of this LED. When you see this structure of this LED internally, it seems like this. It is basically cylindrical in shape. Above part is dome shaped. At the bottom side there is one flat spot. From that flat spot you can recognize the lead which is present near to this is nothing but cathode and other end is the anode. Epoxy lens or case is at the dome shaped size. Then there is the anvil and then post which forms lead frame. There is a LED frame. In between that there is one semiconductor diode which is nothing but your PN junction on which it reflects the light which comes to this dome shape and it reflects outside. So it is the diode which emits light when large forward current passes through it is called as nothing but LED. In case of LED, the N region is heavily doped than the P region. The LED PN junction is encased in a dome-shaped transparent case so that light is emitted uniformly in all the directions. If it is not dome-shaped, light will not be spread uniformly in all the directions, and also internal reflections cannot be minimized. For that purpose, the outer shape is dome-shaped. The metal electrodes attached on either side of the PN junction serves as the contacts for external electrical connections. The larger leg of this LED is positive electrode or it is called as the anode and smaller end is called as the cathode. One specific function of this LED, you should know that LED junction does not actually emit that much light, so the epoxy resin body is constructed in such a way that the photons emitted by the junction are reflected away from the surrounding substrate base to which the diode is attached and are focused upwards through the dome-shaped top of the LED. Means what? You have seen this diagram structure. This is the dome-shaped. Why it is dome-shaped? Because the LED junction which is present below that dome-shaped does not actually emit that much light which can be emitted externally. So this epoxy resin body is constructed. This epoxy resin body is constructed in such a way that the photons emitted by these junctions, means which are the photons emitted by this semiconductor junction, are reflected away, means it should go away from the surrounding substrate base to which the diode is attached and are focused upwards through the dome-shaped top of this LED, and they should be focused at this end so that they should be reflected outside with maximum energy, which itself acts like a lens concentrating the light. This is why the emitted light appears to be brightest at the top of the LED. Means this light, when LED blinks, we should get maximum light at this end and this part is minimal light. Why this is happening? Because this upper part is dome shaped, so maximum light or photon concentration is done here and minimum concentration at other parts. So this top part gives maximum light reflection and that LED should be recognized. Now we will go for the working of this LED. You can see here, this is your P type, this is N type, that is nothing but your PN junction. This is given the electric supply, such as positive end is connected to the P and negative is connected to the N type, so it is forward biased. When it is forward biased, it should emit the light by recombining the electrons and holes into the depletion region. When holes are coming into the P type, more and more holes are coming, then they should be attracted towards the electrons in the N type and they get recombined with each other, and when they recombine, they emit light. You can see here also, this positive holes goes here, this negative electrons comes here and current flows across this junction. We will go for this. When the negative end of the circuit is connected to the N type and positive end is connected to the P type, then the electrons and holes start moving and because of this forward current flows. Thus, when the diode is forward biased, electrons from semiconductor conduction band combines with the holes from the valence band and release some energy to produce these photons. These photons are produced which should be emitted, which emit monochromatic light. The amount of light output is directly proportional to this current. Means how much photons are emitted from this depends on the how much current is flowing through this PN junction. You can see here, when the current flows across the diode, negative electrons move in one direction and positive electrons move in other way. Likewise, holes are moving from here to here and electrons are coming from N to P side like this. Now the holes exit at a lower energy level than the free electrons. Therefore, when a free electron falls, it loses the energy. Now these electrons and holes combine, and because of this, when the electrons comes to meet the hole, because of the higher energy, it falls on the hole and it loses the energy. This energy is emitted in the form of photon, which causes light. And when this electron fall on the hole, it emits energy because it is at higher energy level, and this is nothing but the photon, and which gives this monochromatic light. You can see here, when this electron falls on the red part, which is the hole, it gives one photon which goes into this direction. The color of this light is determined by the fall of the electron and hence the energy level of that photon. Now this color of which color photon is emitted, it can be determined by the fall of the electron, means what is the energy level of that photon. By varying the proportion of gallium, phosphorus and arsenic in the semiconducting material, it is possible to produce light of different wavelengths. Now how to get the different color? By using this impurity such as gallium, phosphorus, arsenic, changing their concentration, you can change the color. When the LED is manufactured using aluminum gallium arsenide, that is AlGaAs, it emits infrared radiation. When LED is made using gallium arsenic phosphide, it produces either red or yellow light. Whereas LED made by using aluminum gallium phosphide, it emits red or green light. And zinc selenide produce blue light. Likewise, which impurity you are using into this semiconducting material, depending on photon is emitted with that energy level and hence gives light of different wavelengths and different color. Thus LEDs are produced in variety of shapes and sizes. Many of you have seen these LEDs. The color of this plastic lens is often the same as the actual color of light emitted. Means when this LED is giving the yellow light, the outer plastic case is also made up of yellow, so that we can recognize it is the LED with emitting yellow color light. Likewise, this shape of this LED, you can see it is square type. You can see here there is annealed frame it is same in all the LEDs, but outer shape is different, means outer plastic case is different, and it is the same color which that LED is giving. You can see this IV characteristics, means when the forward current is go on increasing according to the voltage, that is forward voltage goes on increasing, the forward current also goes on increasing. The LED is similar to the forward characteristics of ordinary diode only. Now what are the advantages of LED? That LED is energy efficient, means more light output for lesser electric power it gives, means you do not require the more power for blinking the LED, so it is more energy efficient. Means LEDs are now capable of producing 135 lumens per watt, means only 1 watt of power can give 135 lumens of light also. It has long lifetime. You can see LEDs do not get damaged easily, that 50,000 hours or more if properly manufactured, each LED can work. It is rushed, means LEDs are also called solid state light, that is SCSL, as they are made up of solid materials with no filament or tube or bulb to break. The LED do not have any filament inside, such as our daily bulbs, which has the one filament inside, and if that filament breaks because of the over voltage, that bulb is not working, or it does not have any tube to break. LEDs are strongly prepared by using solid materials, so they do not damage easily. It has almost no warm up period, means LED starts emitting light in nanoseconds only, means when you give the supply, LED starts blink immediately. It has excellent color rendering, means colors produced by LED do not fade out, making them perfect for displays and retail applications. Means color of that do not get fade by aging. LEDs are environment friendly, so do not contain mercury or other hazardous substances. These are controllable, so brightness and color of that LED emitted by the LED can be controlled. How? By controlling the forward current of that LED. These are the advantages of LED. Now what are the disadvantages of LED? Hazardous blue light quality it has. It is temperature dependence, means when the temperature increases, it may get effect on that LED performance. It has voltage sensitivity, means according to voltage change, its light emitting characteristics also changes. It has high initial cost because you must get many more LEDs for lighting short space also. Now where the LEDs are used? LEDs are used in the burglar alarm system or counters. You can use in optical communication. You can use in indicator lamps in electrical equipments, or you can use as a display lamps in electrical equipments. Display screen of a cell phone handset, means your mobile also has a LED which has light, which is backlight and front light. LED televisions we all know. Vehicles headlamps are also used by these LEDs, and you can use this for domestic and decorative illumination also. Street lighting are also using these LEDs. So there are many more applications of LEDs. Basically we will see how these are used as an indicator and signals. In this signal, if you go in detail, you can see here LEDs. These are used in circular path. So when this all red LEDs blink, you can get the red signal. When all green LEDs blink, you can get the green signal. Likewise, for signaling, you can use the LEDs. In case of headlamps of these vehicles, you can see here many more LEDs are attached for making the bulb. So these are the low energy consumption, low maintenance and small size of LEDs, as they can be used for status indicators and display of variety of equipments and installations. They are used as the stadium, airports and railway stations, trains, buses, trams and ferries, etc. For decoration purpose it can be used. For lightning also you can see the battery. There are also LEDs are present inside it. The LEDs are now commonly used in market areas for commercial to house use, standard lighting, stage. theatrical, architectural, public installations, and wherever artificial light is used, you can use the LEDs. For household lighting also you can see LEDs are used. For battery purpose, this is one more case of this LED use. For data communication, that is an optical communication, you can use the LED. Light can be used to transmit the data and analog signal also. You can use the higher speed of the light for transferring the data. There is listening device in many theaters and similar spaces use arrays of infrared LEDs to send sounds to listeners' receivers. LEDs are used to send data over many types of fiber optic cables from digital audio, the very high bandwidth fiber links that form the internet backbone now. So LED can be used for data communication purpose also. Thank you very much.